Hi guys, in this video I'm going to be giving like a demo of the Rukus template. So the Rukus template is a multi-tenancy web app whereby different companies can actually create an account and they can track the progress, assign tags, and also like invite team members right there into the dashboard. That's like the whole summary of what the app can do. So the reason why it's multi-tenancy is that different companies can actually like use the platform. Different companies can actually sign up, and these different companies can actually invite their team members to their own particular like dashboard. You understand? So a dashboard is actually set up just for a company. So let us run through the demo. There are two ways you can actually get into the dashboard. You can either log in or create an account, but we'll be creating an account in this demo. So you can create accounts right here, and you're going to get this pop-up, and this is just a setup like to ensure like the Superbase database doesn't get too busy and everything. So after 24 hours, every demo account will actually be deleted. So once you create an account now, 24 hours is going to be deleted. There is actually like a Superbase setup video that explained how this works. I'm using a cron job to sort this out. I also provided like the edge function code I used to set this up, so you can check out the video. So once you click understand, we're going to give this a particular name. I'm going to call this I guess a Nordcraft. Then the email. So we really can like give like email to for this. So we're going to Nordcraft. Nord. I don't want to use their real email clearly, so we can do this. And let's put my name to developer yellow. I can also copy this right here. And my role, I can add manager. For my password, I'm just gonna give it a random password. There's nothing. And of course, this password is it ensures that you actually confirm the password. So if I click here, clearly the password doesn't match until I put in the right password that I used, and I can click sign up. And thereafter, it creates on my dashboard. No. All right. So I can create a new project. Also, it's still reminding me to be deleted in files. That's good. Um, we'll create a new project soon. But what's going to first do is actually to invite a new team member. So you can come to team, and right here you notice that I'm the only one, and it's saying complete all tasks assigned. That's because I've not assigned myself a task. We can add a new team member, and what we just need to do is actually put in their email address. So what we can do is we're going to use this disposable mail. We'll copy it and then place it here and invite team member. Invite sent successfully, and I should get like an email here. So I'm using resend to set up the email transfer, or I'm going to make a video about how I set that up. I also use Cloudflare with resend just to proxy my API and everything. So I can click here, sign up now, and you can see there's a token here just to ensure everything actually is working well. Just a quick demo. If I delete this, if I edit this token and I click here, it's going to tell me token expired or invalid and go back to login. So it's just ensure everything's protected. We can click sign up here, and then I can add another name, and automatically it gets the email the user provided. The email too is uneditable, so you can't click it. We can add Shay Timothy, and we're going to give it a password too, and add another password. And we're going to put this like a designer or something. Sign up. And right here, Shay is invited. You can see he has the Nordcraft. And if I come to team, you can see we are both in the same team. Now, if you come to project here, you can see Shay doesn't have an option to actually create projects, but I do. Like, if I come to project here, I actually have the option to create projects. Then I can add a new project and then I can call it Nordcraft marketing campaign. The start date can be this. This is a demo. Wait, Nordcraft. Now, off the back, you don't have any category. And that's because each company is have create and set up their category. So what we're going to do, we're going to add new category here. You can call it development. We can also change the color. Let's say green. Good. And add new category. Good, perfect. So then the category is available for us. For client 2, we also need to add a new client. So we have to add a new client. So let's say the new client is Raji. And the company of the user is I think Samuel. So the email address can be raji@email.com. And then we can add a just random number 12 Lexon, United Kingdom. The contact person can also be my name. Alright. So then we add new client. Alright. And then we have available. We can set up an amount. Now for tax, we can set this like call client, and then I assign myself the task and also prepare onboard. And then I can assign shade the tax and design. I can assign shade the tax and then development. I can assign myself the tax. Then alright, so we have this image. Yeah, and add new project. Alright, perfect. So it's created already, and if I click to open this, you can see that everything is here. Right, we have the tax here. But if we come back to the dashboard here, you don't see anything here, and that's because the dashboard only shows projects that are already in progress. So if the project is not in progress, it won't show. So we can actually drag this here, and you can see it changes to in progress, and we have it here. Also, if I come here to shade, that is the shade dashboard, you can see you have it here. One cool thing about this is that Shade doesn't see details. It doesn't see the amount set up. It doesn't see the amount paid. He doesn't really have his own tax. His own is just come here and do its tax and finish up his tax and notify the company that it's done with its tax. But if I, for example, click the profile of Shay, it's told me that it can only check tax assigned to him. It can't check any other tax. But if I click his tax, you can see it notes that already checked, he has done that particular task, and it scrolls down. But for the admin, the administrator right here, I need to reload this. It tells me that okay, Shay is actually done with his tax, right? But he can also check Shay tax, and he can also check his tax. So the administrator and manager actually have like very powerful roles. But I'm going to uncheck one of Shay tax so you can do his tax. Another thing is, now if for example I also want to give Shay that power to actually create tags, create projects, adjust projects and everything, I can just come to the team members right here. I can come to Shay and I can edit his access. I'm going to make him manager. Perfect. So Shay is my manager. And if I come to Shay right here and I reload, you see that Shay now has access to more things. If I click here, he can now even check my task. You see how cool that is. You can also edit tasks. So he can decide to remove himself and then onboarding call. You can have an onboarding call and assign it to him, and then you can also like do some other cool stuff right here, but we'll just adjust that and edit. And right here you can see he doesn't have any pending tax again. Yes, so all the tax are now given to Tolu. And also for the tax dashboard right here, each person can see his tax, but also I can filter by each member tax right here. I can also adjust my profile right here. I can upload an image and edit profile. So yeah, it's updated, and then you see Shay already had like an image right here. So as the admin, I can also delete Shay account. So if it's done with everything, I can actually delete. But before we do that, we want to add new payments. So if a client has paid, we can add new payment and say probably the amount they paid was $12,000 or any amount. This is the project. The client paid today, and you can say part payment. And we can add payment. Really, so it's right here. You can see it and everything. Yeah. So we have everything set up. You can of course use this and make it more advanced the way you want. But client, I can see all the amounts they paid and the tax assigned to the client. So this simply means that if I create a new project for the same clients, I can view all the projects I've created for that particular client. I can also view the payments that the client has paid through us. Yes, so I can click this and then it shows. If for example I want to delete this, it's telling me I can't delete, so I need to unlink the clients from a project first before I delete. The same thing also like applies to the team members. I can't remove a team member until I've reassigned or unassigned him a particular tax. And it's only the admin that can actually do the delete work. So a manager or user doesn't have the power to actually delete a user. And what this does when I delete, so if for example I come here, yeah, I clearly remove them from any tax really. And then I come here, I mean team member, I come to Shay and I remove them from the tax. It clears them. And if he tries to like reload or go, it tells him to log in. You understand? So he can't log in again. So it has totally cleared his account even from the database. Okay, this also has dark mode, so it has dark mode for like everything. So I can also come here and then if dark mode actually persists across boards and everything. Yeah. So that's basically it about the multi-tenancy web app. If you have any questions, please let me know on how I built it. I'm going to create a playlist of the Superbase database and a brief rundown of the build itself in Nordcraft. So let me know if you have any question. Yeah. Also, yeah, this is also some little tiny things I did here. So this also tracks the time. It becomes light, like it brings out the light icon if it is quiet, if it's in the day, um, if it's during day. Yeah. So you're going to log out here, and yeah. So thanks so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Have a great day.